Rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Casts, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, at Rec League Pod, on Twitter. Episode 115, available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just saw Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Part 1. It's the 7th installment in the Mission Impossible franchise. It stars Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Ving Rhames, Rebecca Ferguson, Simon Pegg, Vanessa Shaw, S.I. Morales, Henry Zierney, Carrie Elways, Shea Wigham, and it's directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who directed Jack Reacher, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, and Mission Impossible Fallout. And The Way of the Gun, I think. So you got Ethan Hunt, and his mission, if he chooses to accept it, is to find this thing which could destroy the world, this MacGuffin that holds all the power to control all the world's power, and he and his team have to keep it out of the wrong hands. And all the hands are the wrong hands. As you can see, most anticipated list, this movie has been on my last 3 most anticipated lists. This was originally announced to come out like this weekend 2 years ago. I think, somebody fact check me, this may be the last like Hollywood COVID victim to get delayed, because this was always going to come out after Top Gun Maverick. Once Top Gun Maverick came out, it's like, okay, Mission Impossible is safe. Top Gun was great. This is good. I like really, this had like first let me bounce around and push through all the stuttering and mumbling and bullshit. Take this review with a grain of salt. I was tired going in, so I just may have not like absorbed all the experience. Like, I watched the movie. I really liked the movie. While it is good, Mission Impossible, whatever, like cut, edit, whatever. I'll take franchises with no misses for 600, Alex. What Tom Cruise franchise released its 7th installment in 2023? Boop, boop, boop. What is Mission Impossible? Mission Impossible has no misses. So don't take my complaints as this is a bad movie, because this is not a bad movie. Mission Impossible, whether it's directed by Brian De Palma, John Woo, why y'all gonna hate, J.J. Abrams, Brad Bird, or Christopher McQuarrie, there are no bad movies in this franchise. So the mission itself is exciting. The new character that throws all the complication into the mission, Haley Atwell, is great. I loved everything about her character, every scene she was in. The team really is Tom Cruise, Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, Rebecca Ferguson. Just like the last movie, high key. Like, I don't know why they just won't, like, Avengers Endgame is done, the Hawkeye series is done. What is keeping Jeremy Renner from not being in the next Mission Impossible? I loved the villain. I loved the history with the villain. I love the way this movie ended. Like, it's like spoilers for past Mission Impossible movies, man. It's like 5 didn't kill the villain. So the same villain was in 5 and 6. And in six had like this big jaw-dropping thing, like, and it's like this one ended on some Infinity War type shit. It's part 1, Dead Reckoning part 1. So it like kind of it's its own movie and story, but we know part 2 is coming with the writer strike and the actors joining the writers. It's not coming out next June. So let me just, cushion that blow now. This is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2 will not release next June. But it ended in a way where when the next one picks up, it's gonna be like very interesting. I like the whole cast of Dead Reckoning 1 has to be in 2, right? And it's like they originally like said Dead Reckoning Part 2 was gonna be the last Mission Impossible. Like Tom Cruise is like 63 now. Again, fact check me because I think he's really like 61. But Christopher McQuarrie has also come out and said that they're cooking ideas for 9. It had the masks from the TV show. It had gut wrenching emotional moments. That they sell Tom Cruise like jumping off like a dirt bike or a moped, some kind of motorcycle, off of this mountain cliff. That was in all the advertisements. And by the time it happened, it was just like, yeah, that's cool, but... And then there was another stunt a couple scenes later that was better than the motorcycle jump. And the tension and the anxiety was all there. It's just like, I didn't feel it. And like, I feel like every Christopher McQuarrie Mission Impossible, directed Mission Impossible, the other 2, just felt more fun to me. But then this has elements of other movies that it's like, I've seen that before. So like, I don't know, like I was harder on this movie. I was harder criticizing this movie than I thought I was going to be. But it just felt like, I just felt like some elements of this movie have been done before. Maybe I'll appreciate it more watching it before Dead Reckoning 2. And then Dead Reckoning 2 is like just all new craziness. I hope. I don't know, it's like there's a great car chase. There's a great airport sequence. Like there are a lot of high tension moments. Like this is a great movie. I just didn't feel it. Personally, in my opinion, I guess that's kind of like redundant to say, but whatever. I will say that, in my opinion, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 was dope. And it's like, for the franchise, I rank it really low. Stay tuned to the Instagram for the list. For the year, I rank it really high. Top 10. So it's a complication. Did you see Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1? What'd you think about it? Positive? Negative? Somewhere in between? Let me know. I recently put up a review for Joyride. I put up a video for my 3 favorite second quarter movies of the year, and a review for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Next weekend, I want to watch and review Barbie and Oppenheimer. The weekend after that, Haunted Mansion. And then August, and another one of my most anticipated movies of the year, with green teenagers who are ninjas and they're turtles. We did a third quarter preview on the podcast. Check that out. July, August, September. Tell us what you're looking forward to. Next episode will probably just be like a recent release discussion. We'll talk about the writers actor strike a little bit and how grimy and fucking sadistic and evil studio heads are, because they're rich and getting paid and don't want to see anybody else get paid. Fuck them. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.